SNP podcast is in the building. Your girl Talk with TZ is in the building. So tonight we about to get lit raw. Yeah, a lot of interaction. You guys have any questions, any thoughts? Y'all can come over here. We got a mic, pass out a mic. Y'all can ask what you guys want to ask to my girl Peppa in the building. Can we get a round of applause? Round of applause for my girl Peppa. I know y'all can do better than that. You ready to get this started? Absolutely. Listen, y'all can still go check out the vendors. Y'all can still go to the raffles, all of that. Let's get this show started, my girl Peppa.
No teacher season in the situation. So the number podcast is the nation. Melanation. You know what it means. I will always show love to my queens. No T-shirt season in the situation. So the number podcast is the nation. Melanation. College educated. Hustlepreneurs, you can't hate it.
That was the best jingle I ever bought in my life. But what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Shout out to DJ QT on the ones and twos. Can you just turn me down just a little bit, or turn the music down just a little bit? I appreciate everybody for coming out tonight. For those who don't know me, I am Peppa Big Stepper, not the little one, because I only make big moves. So if you don't know, now you know. Welcome to SNP Podcast 2-year anniversary. But it is something new, right? Something new, right? And shout out to my co-host. I'm not gonna say my co-host. I went too far. This is a fresh home, y'all. We're gonna address that real soon. But shout out to my host for the event this evening, Shantae Smith from Talk with TZ. I appreciate her for handling the mic for me. And before I get into everything, it's a few people in the building I will be amiss not to shout out right now, right? I see Weed and Whiskey in the building. I see How Did I Get There podcast. I see Gen TV. We got Talk with TZ. If I'm missing you, I can't. Oh no. And why? I always mess this up.
Go ahead.
Why not right now? Podcast is in the building. If I miss you, I promise y'all, I really can't see. I got glaucoma. Tell my doctors about it. I've been trying to get the weed card. I'm real serious. But let's get right into the show, right? I'm gonna just say this is interactive. Y'all already know I like a talk back audience because I'm a talk back type of person. So if you hear something, you're intrigued by something, you want to share your thoughts on something, Weed and Whiskey, I'm looking at you. Don't be ashamed to come on up to the mic, raise your hand. Let's have some thoughtful and delightful conversation on this evening. But I can't start without addressing the elephant in the room, right? Let's do it. Get into it. Well, it's me. Cut, dry, and simple. I'm just here by myself. As y'all know, we started off season 5 last year, and we was very transparent about everything that was happening with the pod, where our friendship was, where we was on our journeys. And unfortunately, at the end of all that, we just figured this journey was not together. After 20 years of friendship, after 20 years of investing love, and so much joy in each other's lives, you have to realize when you become toxic to one another and allow space for time and healing and pray God restores all things, right? Amen. So, yeah, this always been my baby. This always will be my baby. I birthed this from my dining room table to the living room, to building my own studio in the basement, to now being able to be at Pergola. Shouts out to Jay. Every Monday we recording. So you talking about really diving into what you love and going after what you love and not giving up on something that's me in the flesh. I am a living, breathing testament of that. I know where this is taking me. I see my end goal. If anybody else don't see it, hop off the train because they got to keep moving. Amen. So, as y'all already said, as y'all already heard me say, I love this shit, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about this evening. What do you really do? What are you really willing to do to sacrifice for those things that you love? What are you really willing to walk away from to obtain those things that you love? What work are you willing to put in to achieve those things that you love? Because a lot of people will manifest some shit and sit on their ass and be like, it's not happening for me. He said, faith without works is dead. You're not working, is dead, baby. So you can't manifest it and you're not working for shit to go after it. Excuse my language. I like to cuss, y'all. Y'all like that?
That part.
I like to cuss and say amen all in the same sentence. That's all right. I'm not offending nobody. Hallelujah. I knew I liked y'all. I knew I liked y'all, but I feel like I reached a point in my life, right? I feel like I hit 30 and this light bulb went off and was like, what the fuck is you doing? Where's we at? Where you going? Like, what's happening? And I realized, and people who know me and know SNP fan follow for all the seasons, y'all know I work for the state of Connecticut. And I felt like I was doing big things, right? Because we feel like we gotta achieve those things of other people's standards, right? They tell you to go after the best job, achieve the best job, get the biggest degree, do all the other stuff. But you sit at that desk and you fucking unhappy.
Right.
And this last 9 months was an eye-opener for me when I had 3 anxiety attacks at work. You're not happy here, why are you sitting here? Like, you have other things and other businesses that you can invest this energy into and make that same amount of money, if not more, actually doing something you love. But are you willing to walk away and sacrifice stability for uncertainty? All to go after your goals.
That's a preaching already.
I'm just saying. I'm just sprinkling.
Listen, you sprinkling.
I'm just like the font. I only give. You only need a little bit, baby. Just a little bit. But I realized I wasn't, and for seasons I sat up here and I'm like, go after what y'all love, walk away from this. If it's not doing you no good, girl, turn your back, do. But I wasn't doing that for myself, and I'm sitting up here being a hypocrite. And it bit me in my ass this year after them 3 anxiety attacks, right? And I'm like, am I smoking enough weed? Because I should be calmer than this. So it gotta be these people. And I went into work one day and they called me in for my last write-up. This was probably the last write-up I could say. If they wasn't writing me up for what I was wearing, how I was talking, looking, breathing, being, it was something. This was my last write-up. I said, you know what, I do you want that? I'm leaving today. Count me out. So, listen, you wrote me up for the last goddamn time. I'm out. And I guess they thought I was going to work the full day and then leave. But you going to write me up 30 minutes after getting here? I ain't working. Fuck these files, these clients, all that. And if you know the state of Connecticut, they backed up anyway. They needed me that day. Fuck them. But that was something I was willing to do to finally go after those things that I love. I'm not about to sit in unhappiness no more. I'm not about to invest my time into people who really don't value me, right? And I'm selling my soul for $1 when I could actually do what my soul is yearning for and make way more than that. And not just in money, but spiritually, right? You spiritual rich. I fully believe if you do what you love, the money will come.
Yes.
And the money that comes from what you love will be bountiful. But it won't feel like you actually doing the work because you just doing shit that you love. And me, I love speaking. Anybody who know me, I do motivational workshop. Anything that involves me using this, not everything. I shouldn't say that. Wow.
Yo, this is my
Wow. And we live.
Big pause.
I mean, to my husband, yes. But anybody outside of that, I can't help you. But yeah, I fully believe in knowing and fully being able to sit with self and discover those things that you're good at, those things that you love, and go after it, right? How long are you willing to sit with self to discover those things that you love? Oh, rhetorical? I'm talking to myself.
What's the question again?
How long are you willing to sit with self to go after those things that you love?
I belong to it.
No, when I say sit with self, right? Y'all like sit with self. What that mean? Sit with self.
Break it down.
So a lot of people think solitude equals loneliness, right? I'm by myself. Some people feel like they always need people around them. But how long are you willing to sit in your solitude, really do some self-discovery, really fall into yourself and tap into those things that you like, bring you joy, that fulfill you and actually bring you discipline and all of those things into your daily life? How long are you willing to sit in that by yourself and miss out on those things? Because we got FOMO.
Still doing it.
Right? Y'all got FOMO. Y'all want to be at the cookout. Y'all want to be at the latest and hottest events. People got to see you, know who you is. I was raised in a different era. I don't know, my mother different. I was raised to be seen and not heard, or if I'm heard, not seen. So I came from I don't want to be both. I don't seek to be popular by no means at all. If you know my name, it best be all good shit that you heard. And if you see me doing the good shit, that's it. But you don't need to equate me with both, one or the other. So how long are you willing to sit with self?
As long as it takes to heal.
It's not easy, but
Oh,
and I think it's a lifelong. I think that's always gonna be something a part of your life. You always gonna have to sit with self at some point, at some time. But it's about recognizing when you need to sit with self.
You can't sit with self.
God will show you.
That's
I
right.
mean,
Gotta
God
sit
will
with
show
self.
you.
Yeah.
You go stop growing.
Gotta sit with self.
Facebook make it to where I don't have to sit with self.
I'm gonna go in here because it's too many. So we
okay. All right, TZ gonna come in the crowd. What you said? Y'all gotta excuse me, I can't hear y'all, right? I mean, I can't see y'all and I gotta get some.
So I was being kind of, I was like bullshitting, but like social media and everything, it put us in a position where once we break up, like, I've been coughing, sneezing.
Yo, try this out.
But like social media put me in a position to where if I break up with my girl today, then not that I got a girl, but if I broke up with my girl today, I do some swiping and some DMing, and I don't have to deal with that lonely feeling. I don't have to deal with my insecurities. I don't have to deal with shit that I did that fucked up my last situation. I could just move on to the next. So we don't have to sit in.
You ain't taking
our
a
shit.
shit.
So you're not willing to sit with self?
You ain't taking
Oh no. So I was saying I was being rhetorical. I don't. It's easy to tell you. I be by myself. You get what I'm saying? And I'm comfortable in that. You get what I'm saying? Based off of what you said, I learned you gotta sit with your shit and figure that shit out before you start polluting somebody else. And at the same time, like you said, the good stuff, you learn what you like. Well, the stuff that don't involve other people.
No, you should learn what you like that involve other people by yourself too. Because how you gonna tell somebody to do something to your body and you don't even know what it feel like for yourself? That's wild.
Well,
But that's another topic, another pod.
Because you acting like talking dirty after the 30 minutes.
Right, that's another topic, another time.
Excuse me.
Well, all right. Learn yourself, you talk, you coach yourself.
Shout out to you. What's your name?
My name is O'Shane. So, just speaking from experience, I feel like you never stop sitting by yourself, growing, especially as a creative. Like, if you want to grow as a person, and grow with what you're doing, you never stop sitting by yourself. I feel like every day you're supposed to reflect on everything that you did. Like, if you're not reflecting on what you did every day, then you're not gonna be a good reassurance with your people. That's just my personal take on that.
So would you advise journaling, writing, self-reflection, meditation? Like what do you do when what does your time look like?
So for me, my time looks like I like to take time away from what I'm doing and find another love to make sure I'm not saturating on what I'm trying to accomplish. So like when I'm podcasting and I feel like I'm doing too much, the editing, marketing, all of that, keep it a buck, I garden. I go outside, especially summertime right now, and I sit with my plants. I sit outside and That's my
Yes,
form.
this is Mr. Plan Guy.
Yeah, like that's my form of
Grounding.
meditation because exactly, like I like to like ground myself back with nature because if you don't rejuvenate and recharge yourself, you're not gonna be able to keep pushing. You're just
Facts.
killing yourself and beating yourself every time you're down because you don't recharge. Like recharging is crucial on your journey. That's why you always have to sit with yourself because if you don't, you're gonna be killing yourself and then you're gonna be dead while you're alive. And I preach that all the time. You don't want to be dead while you're alive because most of society today is dead while alive. They can't tell you how they feel while they're
Talk
going
your
through
shit.
something. So that's why I always reflect on everything you're going through every single fucking day. Don't wait a week to reflect on what you went through yesterday. It's not gonna get you nowhere because now you're thinking on biased memories. Matter of fact, reflect on that shit in the moment. That's some real shit. Fuck what everybody's feeling. Fuck what they going through. Fuck what they have to go through. Reflect on your shit. Because you can't help nobody until you understand your shit.
That's right. And that right there was pure facts.
And from that
Anybody
point,
else?
from that point, that was perfect, right? You can't do nothing until you reflect on your own shit, right? I went through a phase of pouring out into so many people, into so many relationships, into so many things. By the time 2019 hit, I was a shell of, I don't know what, just a shell of a person, right? I was so broken in the inside, so empty. I was so lost of who I was. I didn't know what I liked for myself no more, no nothing. Because I was when I'm in a relationship, what you like, I like. What you want to do, I want to do. That was the old me, right? Well, yeah, you want that guy? I was like, I don't like that shit. I ain't like that. But I did it because, and I lost myself in that for so long. So when all that ended, it's like, bitch, who is you? But it wasn't until I became unavailable, like you said. I had to disconnect for a while. And my time frame was different. My time frame was a few years. I disconnected, but I was willing to lose people. My thing was, I had to realize everybody who was around me wasn't for me at that time. Because there's no way I've been pouring out and giving so much to myself to people, and I'm sitting here fucking empty. That is crazy as hell to me. Somebody should at least pull it up and be like, I got a drop of water. I know it's not a full cup, but bitch, it could quench your thirst. But I was left empty. So I sat for years and watched people just go. I ain't look for no explanations, no closures, no nothing. If you meant to go, go. I lost significant relationships. The friendships I thought would last beyond years. You know how you got one from the sandbox? You gotta go. It's okay. I still love you, but you gotta go. You can sit in the banquet hall, but you're not gonna be at the closest table. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn not every space deserved me. Every space don't deserve me entering that door. Everywhere don't deserve my energy because I used to leave from so many places and be like, what did I even go there for? What did I even get from being there? And I had to learn where to put my energy into, what spaces deserve me, or what spaces was undeserving of me and I needed to enter to be deserving of that space. But it wasn't until I sat with myself and was like, this is what you're good at, this is what your purpose, and this is where you need to be opening up yourself to. Not X, Y, and Z, and Bob, Bill, Boo, but you, only you. Do what you love, what you want to do, and all that in between, right?
Right.
Right. So when we talking about, when we talk about doing what you love and being able to fully sacrifice those things to go after that, I will be a fail to mention, or not mention, shall I say, WHOCAMILLE. You talk about somebody who went from a full career of being a teacher, a coach, to saying, fuck them kids, not literally, but saying, fuck them kids, it's time to do what I love, right? So she went from dropping her first EP in 2019 to winning and writing the campaign song or that jingle that you hear for Slutty Vegan in 2020 to then being a writer on her getting her first writer's cred for Flo Milli album in 2022. You talk about when you fully dive into something you love and you put in that time and that dedication and that shit start to pay off. These are the things that I'm talking about, right? So I want everybody, because she fucking deserves it. I want everybody to do your big one. And I am now bringing up who?
Come in.
Who?
Come in.
I'm ready.
She ready. She said she ready.
Ready. I think I might need a little more tequila. I might need a little more tequila. How y'all doing tonight?
Hello.
Oh, y'all from Connecticut? Yes. I'm from Maryland.
Brooklyn.
But I came from Atlanta.
Well, we're in Maryland.
Say what?
We're in Maryland.
Columbia.
Columbia.
You know what they said?
At least in Delaware.
No. What's wrong with Delaware? Like, what's wrong with Delaware? All right.
Welcome to Hardhead.
New brand.
Is this mine? This is me? Yes.
Yes, that's you, baby.
All right.
Test it out, see how you like it. I don't know how to work it.
I'm gonna pull up. There we go. Y'all good? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
It's a loose one.
It's heavy.
My
There we go. That's good? I'll move up to it. Okay.
Who we got, y'all? Who Camille?
Don't forget the
Who?
Big
It's the big who, okay?
Thanks for having me. I'm excited
Of
to be here.
course.
Really, I am.
Listen, when I tell you your team do what they do,
Yeah.
your team do what they do.
Yeah,
You
we
feel
got,
me?
we got to. Like you talking about, you got to do what you got to do. Can't nobody else do the shit for you. As much as you want them to, as much as you want to tap out and be like, fuck, like I just want to, as much as you want to hire that team, bitch, you can't, you don't got it. Like you want to, but you can't, and you got to work with what you got. Like you really got to work with what you got and just do what you're supposed to do and test it out. I've learned, like, when you posting on social media, like, let the people decide what don't work for you. You might not think that it's cute, you know what I'm saying? But they might think that it's cute for you and they like it up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You never know what hit.
post it. But
Cause
go ahead, sorry.
That's why the pod page right now look a little how it do. I'm trying to figure out what worked for
Right,
me.
let us figure out what worked for you. Just post it, and if we like it, we like it. If
Right.
we don't, then
I'll figure it out from the analytics. Just give me a second, right? But hi, Camille.
hey,
You so beautiful.
thank you. You're gorgeous too.
Thank you. So, for those of y'all who don't know who she is, I gave a little bit of accolades, but I'm gonna give her space to actually tell who she is and those parts of her that you want people to know.
Yeah. So what's up, y'all? If you hear me, say heard you.
Heard you.
If you hear me, say heard you.
Heard you.
All right. So y'all heard me say a little bit before I got into WHOCAMILLE, right? So I started making music seriously in like 2019, right? I made a little song in 2018. And I recorded it. It was the first time like me in a real studio, and I had recorded, right? And I just thought it was so cool that he could push a button and it was right there. Like the whole song was right there. Like, well, I did that. Meanwhile, in hindsight, like in 2023, I'm like, that shit was trash. But still, like it was just the fact that it happened. But I was a teacher, you know what I'm saying? I was a teacher. I was a volleyball coach in Baltimore, and it was cool. I still love the kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, my name was Coach Free.
Coach
So when I
Free.
was trying to do my name, I really wanted to be Coach Free. But I was teaching elementary school. And so I was like, if they find out that I do music, what they gonna search? Coach Free. And then there's me, ass out. I can't have that. So I had to change my name. You know what I'm saying? I figured something else out. They ended up finding it anyway. So like, we seen your music video. I'm like, no, you
What
didn't.
does
That's
it
my
say?
twin.
You had to argue. That wasn't me.
That was not me
I don't
in
know
any
who you're
way. Go to
talking
class.
about.
Bye. See you next time. See you tomorrow.
So what do you feel like for you was your turning point to be like, you know what, I'm gonna hang this up, I put in my time here, but it's time for me to really put my time into my music?
I was teaching, it was virtual, it was COVID. And so at that point I was on the computer, you know what I'm saying? And I was making, it was 2020, so I was making music. I won the jingle contest. Slutty Vegan I've been like flown in and out to Atlanta from home or whatever. And then they just kind of was like, look, we're interested in, we want Slutty Productions and we want you to be the first artist, but we need you to come to Atlanta. It wasn't really much to think about for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you ask me, you know what I'm saying?
So you moved?
And so I moved, yeah. If we being honest, I really only had to run it past one person. My probation officer. Don't drink and drive.
You see, I was going right. You ready to bite a man on her.
Probation officer, don't drink and drive. So yeah, and then when she said it, she was like, yeah, go ahead, like, live your dreams. I'm like, okay, I'll live my dreams.
Oh, this wasn't so bad.
Right, okay, so when I was like, all right, yeah, I can go. Because I couldn't just be like, yes, I'll do it. Because I knew I needed approval. But once I got it, I'm like, all right, bet, let's get it.
So do you feel like once you got there and you got your feet wet, shit was just taking off, or you knew, nah, I still gotta prove myself every day. This is something I still gotta show up for and always be on my top?
No, like literally the type of person that I am is like, okay, you come to Atlanta, you move to Atlanta. I'm not just like out here, I got people here, I got people I went to college with,
Right.
I got some line sisters here, I got family in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And then the type of person I am, I just make friends with people, right? Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
And so, it was never like I just had to fill it out. Like I just had to get in Atlanta. I was in the studio when I first got here. I was recording a lot. But yeah, like I was excited. I was hyped. I was so excited. Like I moved. I was finally out of Maryland. I went to school in Florida, so I had a little time down in Florida, but I was just excited to be somewhere else. I was performing a lot.
Now, did you link up with the Flo Milli team in the A?
Yeah, that was in Atlanta. So how that worked was, that's like, Camp.
Yep.
Okay, so Camp in Atlanta, that's who I was working with at the time. And we made a song together called Get Money.
Mm-hmm.
And so the song we had put the song together, whatever, and then Flo Milli ended up shopping with them. And so, it's like Flo Milli, shopping the song. And so we like, okay, Flo Milli want the song. Flo Milli can have the song. And so then, that's how you get the writer's credit. And then really that's how it is. Even every song, when you go to the studio, like, of course you can write songs for yourself, but just know that, like, it can rotate, it can float. Like, if it gets in the right hands, it can get to anybody. You never know who might pick up your song. You might think it's your hit, but it might be somebody else's hit.
No, is that the humble part of you talking?
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
I gotta know this is not the one for me, but it can hit for somebody else.
I mean that, but then even also when you really like something and you're like, oh, this shit hard, but you also know like, fuck, like somebody else could potentially have it. But then also it's hard because you did that shit, so like have it. At the end of the day, you still get some type of credit on it. But some things you want to show up for.
And I do gotta ask, have you ever been in a situation where the credit wasn't given?
When what?
When the credit wasn't given.
I have actually. And you know what? As much as I feel slighted, I don't really even feel super slighted on it for real. Like there was a lot going on at the time. But like I think back, it was really my fault. I should have been on top of my business for real. Like I overlooked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they could have, they know, everybody that was there or whatever, but like at the end of the day, it was on, I should have been on top of my shit. So that was on me.
So you say moving in business, always have your I's dotted, T's crossed.
You have to. You gotta pay attention. Like it's as cliche. Business is business. It's strictly financial. Like that's literally it. That's it. Business is money. Like what we gonna do? We gotta do business together. Like it's not personal at all. Like if we can do it together, we can do it together. If we can't, then we can't. But maybe we can do something personal together. You know what I'm saying? But we can't do business together. And you can't do business with everybody.
Yes.
And then when you get in business with people, you gotta learn it. When you decide to get in business with people, you have to learn their business style.
Yes.
You gotta be open. It's a relationship. You gotta be open to it. You gotta be open to like learning how they maneuver, especially if you decided to be in this relationship.
I think DMS said it the best, and I live and breathe by this quote.
What did he say?
When he was like, you gotta learn people for who they are and use them in that capacity. need. So if you know a snake and you need some snake shit done, call on the snake. If you need a thief, you need some shit stolen, call on the thief.
That part.
And you know a murderer, you need, well, don't do that. Call it. But we all got a few hitters in the family. But it's all in, like you said, knowing who you got and knowing those people around you and using them in that capacity. I know you do business like this, so I know how to handle you like this.
Absolutely. You have to.
Now, do you think as a woman you have to come in the door and be like, I'm here, I'm not taking no shit, or you just vibe out and let your energy just do what it do?
No, really, it's just like me. I try to get straight to the point. Like, I'm a kind person. I'm probably a nice person, which isn't the best thing. You know what I'm saying? Being kind, be kind, don't be nice.
Now, what's your sign?
What's my sign? What y'all think my sign is?
Scorpio.
I heard Scorpio, what else?
Taurus.
Taurus.
A Cancer.
Cancer. Damn. Who say what? Say what? Say it nice and loud. Sagittarius. That's what she is. Hey. She said the first, okay? We outside. On the first of the month, rain is due, honey. Okay?
She went on Minnie's hit.
That's
how you know you good.
shit.
You went on Minnie's hit.
Yeah. Go ahead. What's the question? One more time, though. What was the question? I
So,
forgot.
as a woman, you feel like you gotta come in the door with the Bible?
Yeah, as a woman, like, you just gotta, I mean, I'm just me. I don't know how to be anybody else but me. But then also, it's like, I always know with guys, I mean, you know, niggas is niggas. It's honestly, for real, it's worse on the internet than it is in real life. Like, in the internet, it's more like, what's going on, sweetheart? I was just like, can you just say hey? Like, talk to me like you would talk to it. It's just a lot of, like, unnecessary.
They don't know how to talk to us no more.
I mean, just talk to me like a person. Just talk to me like you would talk to a guy.
They don't know.
Because they're not, bro. I wouldn't think another artist is going into a guy artist, straight guy artists are going into each other's DMs saying, they probably like, what's up, bruh? Like, I'm trying to get on the track. So then just say, what's up, sis? Why I can't be a sis? It's never sis.
They can't sis front of you. They can't put you in the sis zone first.
Then just say, what's up? But like, what's up, love? What's up, baby girl? Like, it's so unnecessary. I'm good. And I guess they think they're being polite now that I think about it, but it's just like, come on.
No.
That's just me, though. Somebody
you
likes
can't win
it.
as a man no matter what you do.
So he said you can't win as a man no matter what you do. And
But why do you say that, though?
Because you can treat a woman with, like, if you call a woman ma'am, she'll look at you, what you calling me a man
Why
for?
you doing that?
But
Yeah.
ma'am is
I
a
know
form of
ma'am.
endearment, a form of respect, and they look at you crazy for calling them a man.
Grandmother or older woman.
Nah, that's not bro. Nah, see, that's why people get it messed up. Because if you actually look in the dictionary definition of man, it would definitely tell you as that. That's one thing. And second of all, when it comes to other men and when it comes to like even approaching women too,
Yeah.
we know, like honestly, it's sad to say, but it's the shitheads that get ahead.
The
A lot of
shitheads get
people give the
ahead.
shitheads more light and more credit than they need. So when a good guy comes through,
Who's the shitheads? What's the
The
demographic?
they're niggas.
Are we talking about the fuck boys? The fuck niggas, we talking about them? Okay. We just like to put a label and stamp
You
on
try to
it.
come up like, hey love, like, hey beautiful, like,
Facts.
sometimes it look like, well, you creepy. So no matter what we do, you can't get ahead as a man unless you have money nowadays.
But what let's I'm gonna piggyback off of WHOCAMILLE, right? Because there is a proper way of sliding in the DM, whether it's business or personal. Let me hit y'all real quick because I guarantee you, hi, how are you? I see you doing X, Y, and Z. Now, if it's business, I would like to collab on this and this and this. But a lot of times it be, hey, beautiful, I'm not listening to the business part.
See, you right, but you're wrong, right? Because if you're not interested, either business or personally, you don't give a fuck what that person got to say. You get what I'm saying? So that's why.
For you guys, that's how men is.
No,
but for women, we have to be leery.
What you mean?
Because when we, as women, when you got men approaching you and it's business, that's always not the intention, right? It can start off as business, but it's also when we get you in that room, I want to see how far I can push this and where that line is, and if you actually have a boundary.
Here's the flip side of that. You asked me, and I'm not just saying this because I'm here, because I've said this multiple times.
Facts.
Women have all the power.
Here you go with that. Here we go.
Do you disagree?
Here we go with
disagree?
that.
Do you disagree with
Let's
that?
talk.
Do you disagree?
And
I don't
I believe it's,
I think I agree with you,
situational.
honestly. I think I
Let's-
agree with
let's-
you.
I believe it's situational.
We'll take it two ways, right? Let's talk it personally, right? Say I come at you, right? And I throw all the right shots, all the right cards, right? But you're not interested, I'll only go as far as you will allow me. You get what I'm saying? And at that point, the ball's in your court.
But I'm gonna say this from experience, every man is not like you. Every man won't take that no and be like,
Okay.
I realize this is where
Right.
I gotta stop.
Right.
Now a real fuck boy, he'll keep pushing,
Hold on.
pressing
Yeah. until you feel like you got your back in the
The
wall.
nigga you wanna say yes to is gonna be the nigga that ain't gonna have to. That's why you keep doing that, but you ain't
Yeah, the
gonna
mic, Ben.
Facts.
The nigga that you want, or the nigga that you gonna say yes to, the nigga that ain't gonna, is the fuck nigga. Like, so he ain't gonna have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't gonna have to try too hard. He gonna have to do that one time, and it's gonna work. It's gonna work off the rip. The other nigga, he gonna do that 1,000 times, and you gonna say what you just said. There's not too many niggas like you out here in this world.
Depending on maturity.
Fuck.
Who said that's a fact?
That's a fact.
But the fuck nigga gonna win off top.
Why fuck
He's a
niggas
nigga,
win?
cause he's a nigga in your dream.
What's wrong with us?
I don't know. I don't have those problems.
Let's break it down to term fuck nigga.
Break it down.
Why is he a fuck nigga? He's the nigga that you fuck, nigga, right? Like, he's the nigga, he's the nigga you got fuck, nigga.
Let him cook.
The fuck nigga.
Let him cook.
He's the nigga that you fucking, like, whatever the case may be, right?
Facts.
So that's what that is. So that's why he's a fuck nigga. That's why he wins every time. 'Cause he's a fuck nigga.
Cause that's
Y'all
what
want
they
fuck niggas. Y'all want niggas that can fuck on. And just like us. Just like we want bad bitches. You know what I'm saying? We want a bitches to be bad. Do all this other shit. We want leave her alone. Just after we done with it. That shit's exciting. You know what I'm saying? But y'all want a nigga that can fuck on. Y'all want to fuck on.
So when you
No, that's some fuck nigga shit he's saying. None of that shit was honest.
Call them out, call them out.
Alright, I'm just saying because fuck niggas, like, for example, even for me, y'all know I'm a lesbian. Period. I do both as far as versatility. I'm saying versatility, but y'all niggas get in the DM. Y'all know what I got, my boy get in the DM like, boom, what's good? And it's like, you don't have to be creepy, bro. Like, just say what you say. You want to do business? Do you want to buy something? Like,
You're not even talking about creepy. You're talking about the nigga that you
the fuck nigga, you said fuck nigga, the nigga that you had sex with.
That's the nigga. You call him a fuck nigga the day after.
The fuck nigga is corny, bro.
He's only a fuck nigga after you fucked him.
They not heard.
He's not. He's a fuck nigga because he wants to make
They not heard.
I'm looking at it from way over here. Please hit it. Hit the blood. Please hit the blood.
Like they want to touch the arch of my back when they talking to me. Yeah, but then a nigga texted me the other day. He was like, "You still a fit?"
Back right now.
Yeah, I did that because he's a knock. But he's telling me like he'll be like, "You still a woman? Like you still got a pussy?" I never said I didn't. I was just trying to understand what you wanted.
But you said you're a lesbian and you do both. So how you a lesbian and you do both?
I'm saying both as far as versatility and my
I said versatility, so you
look, but that's the fuck nigga shit. You already thought about fucking. You the fuck nigga in the room.
Respect the mic, we gonna hear everything I say.
Copy.
Hold on, wait, WHOCAMILLE has something.
No, really, for all of us say, jumps up, but I know for sure ain't no fuck niggas in the crowd tonight. Ain't no fuck niggas, ain't no fuck bitches, ain't no clown, nobody. We outside, Connecticut, what's
Here
up?
he is. Brooklyn in the building. All right. Who has something?
I just had to kind of piggyback that. There's some attractive women in the building. Y'all talking about DMs and being a creep, and I heard you say something. No, it'd be some creepy motherfuckers in DMs and shit. But you said something about do it the right way, and I heard somebody say do it the right way.
It is the right way.
Homeboy arguing. I want some tips. How is the proper way to jump in somebody's DM?
First, I would say, ladies, would you be like, yo, you gotta be funny, right?
Yeah.
Like, you want somebody that's gonna make you laugh if they slide in your DMs, like, make them laugh. Like, I don't know, come up with a joke.
Nah.
And it can be a real, it can be a funny joke. And if you think it can be an awkward joke, gauge it and do the awkward joke, but just make it laugh.
Can I tell you how I slid in the DM? That's how I got my stuff lit. Y'all gotta.
That's what you did?
Yeah.
Did you text them WYD?
No.
No. That's rule number 1.
We do not text what you doing.
No
Period.
WYD. Do not text, do not DM anybody WYD. What you doing, bitch?
What you need?
I'm at work. What you said? What you need?
It's as simple as I want to come see you. Are you?
That's WYD, comma, another sentence, but just WYD, like I'm busy. Stop texting me. WYD. The fuck?
That's when I hit you.
Y'all know overseas. Make me renew my passport just to take me to the beach.
Okay.
You don't gotta be my piece, but you gotta treat me like a queen to get me out the street.
Hey. Yeah, that's y'all better go stream at WYD, period. But back to our guest of the evening, WHOCAMILLE.
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming to SNP and having a good time with us.
Especially on like the world premiere of the new season.
What? This is
right? This is like the season opener, right? It's a big deal. That's one thing for real. I'll say this, like we gotta make sure we celebrate our people. And whether it's they do small or big, like I've learned even I got girls I used to coach volleyball, they had prom like this past weekend. And when I tell y'all, like, it really is a spectacle now. I'm here for it, though. Like, let the girls enjoy prom. Let the kids be kids. Let them, like, we need to celebrate everything. Just in our community, celebrate the people around you. Small wins, big wins, you know what I'm saying? No participation awards at all, ever. But celebrate the wins.
No facts. But see, I was just about to say, if there's one last thing, I like to end with a little bit of nugget, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you could leave anybody with anything just to give them a push
What
to
type
start.
of a nugget?
Love nugget, wisdom
A chicken
nugget, a chicken nugget. If you want to leave some chicken salad, you know, what's that?
McDonald's chicken nugget or Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A!
Wendy's?
No, Wendy's.
I'm gonna go with Chick-fil-A. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. McDonald's nuggets on a good day be busting.
Fresh.
Thank you. I'm not crazy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't mean eat meat.
What you want me to leave the people with?
But you just leave them with a wisdom nugget for any like entrepreneur, artist, anything, or anybody in the just out here willing to go out there and pursue what they love. What would you tell them?
Well, first, congrats on being bold enough to do that shit.
Yes.
And then 2, don't kill yourself doing it. Like, do it, be moderate, go after it, you know, gauge it. Self-care, you know, find yourself in it, rejuvenate, take a break, work hard, take another break. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you gotta do. And do it for you. And it's gonna be a lot of people on your journey. So enjoy the ride, but life is an experience, so experience those people, love on those people. And love the people who are around you. If people pour into you, you really have to, you gotta show it back to them, for real, you have to. I gotta do a better job at that. I don't do the best at that. Like people pouring into me and I give back what they've given to me. I gotta do a better job.
You probably don't give back what they give to you, but you give it in a different form. We all pour out differently.
Maybe, but like I guess I gotta do a better way of like showing people in the way that they want to, the way that they want to receive it.
Yeah.
You know, like I guess step one is like, well, I'm trying, but then step two is like, well, let me try in the way that you want me to try.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me adjust.
Let me show up.
And then what's step three?
I'm here. Just being there. Being there, them knowing that you are there for them, that's enough.
Okay.
We ain't gotta talk every day. For those who know me and truly love me, you know I'm not gonna talk to you every day.
Every day.
You know we're not gonna do our little ones and two, but when we get together, baby, we get together. And it's
right.
a time. The love is always there and everything. But I do want to just wrap up by encouraging everybody to be able to take those bold risks and those bold chances and actually live your life to the fucking fullest. And that means going after everything that you deserve, everything that you seek to acquire. That part. And take a goddamn vacation. This year, I think we already booked 3 vacations and I'm excited. So
where you going?
Jamaica for Christmas.
Okay.
Then we hitting Cali in 2 weeks. And then we have a cruise. We got to figure out what we taking our cruise to. But we got some, we ended up lucking up with some cruise vouchers. So we good together. Yeah. So y'all ask me, so you talk about when you actually sacrifice for some shit that you love, things just work out. When I tell you I am unemployed and shit is moving, God got me.
Really?
And you gotta know that.
Pat, really what it's about, and I'm like I said, y'all, I'm still in the process. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. Discipline. Like, discipline is hard, especially being an adult and you have access to your money and like the things, your convenience, like in comfort, money, cash, comfort, convenience. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit'll get you fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, but you know, you just gotta really stick to what it is that you say, and I gotta do a better job at that because I can fall deep. And you gotta start back over, and then you think back once you see some pieces like, damn, if only I had done this, you know
then
what I'm saying?
I would be here, but you know that's all right.
You just gotta stick with the shit.
That part, stick with it. Ain't no journey perfect. Ain't no road street without bumps, cracks, or dents. Just enjoy the process, love the process, and keep your why in your mind. Know what you're doing it for and why you're doing it, and I promise you everything has to work. Right?
Yes.
So I thank y'all for coming out to the first episode of season 6, WHOCAMILLE.
Yeah, y'all can find me on Apple, Tidal, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube, wherever there's music. I'm present. My Instagram is my name, WHOCAMILLE, WHOCAMILLE, like who? Camille? Yeah, that's me.
WHOCAMILLE. And before we, so she is gonna perform for y'all tonight. But before we do that, I would like to thank all the sponsors for making this night possible. We got Worcester's Chicken and Waffle in New Britain. Make sure y'all go support that. It's a black-owned business. We got Pergola events where y'all at. Make sure y'all book. I believe Jay, holla at me if I'm wrong. 500 for the whole day. With Jay, 500 for the whole day if you rent out the facility. So you could have 3 events in one day if you know how to work your ish right and make it work for you. But I'm just here promoting how I don't know much. I'm thankful for unapologetically empowered conversations and the Table Clothing Company. Shouts out to all the vendors who supported this evening: Munchie's Cafe, the Gainish House, and Heavenly Hand Soul Food. I appreciate everybody, all the podcast family, and all of my family and friends. I love y'all. And
I was gonna say one more thing.
Yes.
If it's any other platforms, podcasts, radio shows,
hit up.
interview people in here, like fuck with me. I fuck with y'all. Like I'm here, I'm in y'all shit. So like I'm here, I'm fucking with y'all, I'm rocking with y'all, cause y'all rocking with me. Okay, yeah, I gotta get on your podcast in the back. I know
He told that shit for real.
I'm ready for it.
And that's pure Rita whiskey the whole time. But I want y'all.
And he come with whiskey. What's the whiskey name again?
No, it depends on what you're in the mood for.
Okay, never mind.
So what I need y'all to do is don't sit here and sit cute and sit mute, but I actually want y'all to get with my girl, rock with her. I wouldn't bring y'all anybody because she's a fucking bop. So I just want y'all to give it up for her as she
Hold on,
come
a
up
bop.
here. A bop.
A bop sound crazy.
No, to me, a bop is a hit. When I say bop, I'm talking anybody who know me. I'm referencing Cardi. I'm referencing anybody who I'm listening to on my goddamn car.
Heard
So
you.
I'm bopping to the music.
Heard.
It's not nothing I'm sitting still on. Maybe that's just my little twang, but you a hit. Maybe I would just use that.
No, you good. That's me just popping shit. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna just
Y'all don't
use
pay me
that.
no mind.
But don't sit too quiet on her. Get with her, rap with her, and I'm bringing y'all who?
DJ, y'all give it up to DJ QT. Y'all know parties don't do shit without the fucking DJ.
Thank you, QT.
Y'all, this song I'm about to get into, I said, don't text me WYD, cause what? We making money, we working, we outside. Y'all, this song got me in New York Fashion Week. Thank you. That's a big deal. I said it got me in New York Fashion Week. Right? Because I say he tell far back in me. Put it on to make him wanna marry me. You know, shout out to Rashida. You know. DJ QT, go ahead, run that. You gonna turn it up? Loosen up a little bit, y'all. Look. Tell him stop texting me. WYD. The fuck? Fly me overseas. Make me renew my passport just to take me to the beach. Look, I'm good. You don't gotta be my piece, but you gotta treat me like a queen and get me out the streets. Look, okay, spoil me like a baby. Put my name across your back like it's so crazy, but crazy. Look, he tells far begging me. Put it on to make him wanna marry. Court me. Cover my court fees. Let's go watch the NBA from the floor seats. Pick me up and put that name in sport, please. Yeah, I'm cold as rough as top cause I need more breeze. My shit, look, all you do is my shit. First class, change the weather, change the climate. State to state, teleport, what we do is get that money like some Legos, make a fort.